This is Warzone Warrior.
Welcome back to Warzone Warlock. We are returning full-time, ultimate maximum effort. Welcome to Posh Nick, who's back in the Warzone, bringing his furry caterpillar eyebrows into the Warzone today.
Hi Nick. Thank you very much. At least I don't look like a thumb.
I'm a thumb with a face. Behold. I reckon I can superimpose a face onto my thumb.
I think you can do that with a bit of editing.
Yeah, okay,
fantastic.
Cool. We're going to be focusing on Horus Heresy mostly going forward now because it's so much fun. We've just come back from Warhammer World where we played lots of games and it was awesome. And today we're playing a mission from the new, I say new, it's probably been out for a little while, but new to us, Beta Garmin book, which have these awesome 4-turn missions that are a bit cool and a bit flexible.
We love them.
I'm going to be playing Militia with Knights, and Nick is going to be playing
the Iron Warriors.
Mighty Iron Warriors.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to be, my warlord is Lord Flashheart. Leon, girls?
Flashheart?
Yeah, they changed from Flashheart. So don't Google it.
It was Flashheart yesterday.
Yeah. And yours is going to be...
I've got Warsmith BothaDeez, who's going to be really taking the fight to you today.
Oh, Shiza.
Oh, Shiza.
So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Warzone Warlock for all your extra bells and whistles and bonuses.
Absolutely. And today, just so you know, we're going to be playing Strike and Fade. Is the mission we're going to be doing. It's going to be exciting. One single objective at the centre of the board that gets scattered all over the place every single time someone captures it. So it's going to be something different for us today, and I'm looking forward to it. You've got so many models.
I've got a lot of models. Dustpan and brush is coming out. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So here we go, finally back on the table with the Militia and Questoris Knights. It's just shy of 3,000 points, so the moral victory is already mine. Sorry, Nick. Going with the Warlord is Captain Flashheart himself with his dashing blonde hair. He is a ruthless tyrant, so he will be popping the heads of anyone who tries to turn and run, disgracing the fine uniforms of the men. The bulk of the army is 3 squads of infantry who are bare bones. They're just going to die. There's a few unpainted there, but I was trying some things out. They have auto rifles. They will be transported in 2 of these 3 cargo 8s, which do not have the armoured container. They're just the basic bare bones cheap ones. The Ogrin squad with extra close combat weapons will be riding in one of them also. And this one at the front has a Thunderhammer, the Brute Thunderhammer. On this side we have 2 Rapier laser destroyers for some armour punching, because I'm sure Nick's bringing some super heavies. And on this side we've got the Medusa siege battery guns, which will be hopefully pinning and pounding all day long. Steady on, girls. On this side we are taking Industrial Stronghold. We're not Imperial, we're Scum. That is 2 units of 3 Lehman Russes with Vanquishers cannons and Las cannons in the hull. Now the allied attachment is going to be the Preceptor upgraded Knight, Questoris Knight, which increases his ballistic skill by 1 and also provides within a 6-inch bubble an extra bit of leadership for these 3 Armiger Helverins, which have got the, I can't remember what they're called, I think it's Phaeton or Photon autocannons. It's 2 of those, but I've modelled them naturally with 1 with these core models, and they've been upgraded to have melter guns on the top. I believe that's it. So we've got Kinfolk Helots for extra toughness, and we've got Industrial Stronghold. 2,995 points. Wallop.
The 3,000 points of Iron Warriors with the Rite of War, the Hammer of Olympia. So to have that, of course, I have to have a Warsmith. So we have Warsmith BothaDeez, who is currently leading, because he's magnificent in his red cloak. He's got his command squad around him, and they're carried into battle by the Rhino off to the right-hand side as well, because you've got to have a chariot when your name's BothaDeez. You've got an Apothecarian detachment as the first elite choice off to the right. And we've got 2 Contemptors, not in a Talon. They're both individual, one with twin assault cannons, one with a Gravis Las cannon and a Power Fist, ignore the Havoc launcher. For troops choices, we've got 3 options. We've got a Breacher squad, 10-man Breacher squad. Leader's got a Thunderhammer, and I've got 2 melter guns in there as well. They're riding around in a Land Raider Proteus, which is just off to the left here. 1 troops choice, which is a 12-man squad. With the sergeant's got a Power Fist, and that's about it. And the other tactical squad at the back there is a 20-man squad which have all got bayonets, which I'm still trying to work out if that's still okay with shrapnel bolters or not, but I think we're allowed bayonets. And once again, the sergeant's got a power fist, and we've got a Vexillion there as well. Onto the heavy support, we've got a Leviathan at the back. I'm just about got to the Leviathan now. He's got his fancy melter weapon and his claw. We've got one Vindicator off to the right hand side with a Magna Laser Destroyer. And we've got an Iron Havoc squad, all with autocannons, who are going to be hopefully putting an absolute load of pain towards the militia. And finally, just to be different, because I wanted to bring it, and it's big and it's beautiful, we've got a Typhon at the back there as well. Because if anyone wanted to stare down the barrel of that, I want to see what it does to all the different many fine units that Bill's bringing.
That hole represents how I'm going to look at the end of this game.
That's the gaping thing that Bill's going to have to gaze at across the table. That's 3,000 points of Iron Warriors, all with shrapnel bolters, and yeah, let's start this game.
We are deployed, Nick.
We are.
Behold the board.
It's magnificent.
So you had the tactical advantage, didn't you?
I did indeed, which means that I set up first, and I'm also going to go first unless Bill can seize the initiative on this fine, ruined world that we're fighting across, for whatever reason. I can't remember, are you traitor or am I traitor?
I don't know. I'm human scum, so I don't think it matters. And you're Iron Warriors, who are filthy traitors, but you could be a loyal contingent of that legion.
Plenty of them, to be fair, plenty of the Iron Warriors stayed that way, because Peter Turbo...
Dantiox, Peter Turbo's a...
No one likes him. No one likes
strange dude. But the mission that we're playing, obviously, is Strike and Fade. So you're supposed to place one objective in the centre of the board.
And scatter
and then scatter it with D6 inches. So it moved 3 inches over to this way. So D6 plus 2 inches. It rolled a 1. So it's just moved across slightly in this direction. So it's given me a 1.5 inch advantage, which I could take that. I'll take that all day long. You deployed first, so let's have a look how you've deployed.
I indeed. Starting from all the way over this side, I've got the Iron Havocs with their autocannons all the way over here. We've got the Twin Carriers Assault Cannon Contempt Dreadnought and the Typhon being a lot of heavy support on this side. We've got the 20-man and Apothecary Tactical Squad over here. In the centre, we've got the Leviathan backed up by the Proteus, which has got the breaches in it. Moving in further along, another Contemptor with its las cannon and a Rhino with the Praetor, the Warsmith BothaDeez.
Warsmith BothaDeez.
With his command squad in there as well. And finally, on the right-hand flank, or not all the way over, we've got another tactical squad and the Vindicator with its Magna Laser Destroyer. What have you got, Bill?
Oh, on my side, I've got some models, Nick. I've got my big heavy Medusa bombarding batteries over here. I have one squad of Lehman Russes on this side. I have Lord Flashheart.
Do you mean Flashheart?
I do mean Flashheart. And his 20 boys plus medic.
We don't muck around with copyright here, Bill.
No, we don't. They're in there. If he gets out of his transport, I'll be upset. I've got 20 dudes who couldn't afford a taxi. In the middle, I have my Knight Questoris household with my armigers ready to bum rush forward and try and get some points. On this side, I've got my laser destroyers, which have been marked for death by the Vigilator. Is that right?
Yes, indeed, which I should have pointed out.
Is it Vigilator? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
It is a Vigilator, and he is over here with his little sniper rifle, and he has to mark someone for death, and he has marked the laser destroyer and its crew as the options for death, because I don't want that to live. And
in this taxi, this Cargo 8, is another squad of 20 militia. I've got 3 more Lehman Russes, and over here I have the Ogrin Brute squad with extra close combat weapons ready to get stuck in if they can survive getting hosed down. Now you do have first turn, unless I can seize the initiative.
Yes.
It's the first dice roll in about a year for me. On camera. Looking for a strong 6 to open my account.
It's a 5.
It's close, but close. No cigar. Bully, good guy.
Looking forward to it. And I will say at this point, I have absolutely no idea what this army does of Bill's. I have no idea what any of these guns do.
I don't think we ever have. Welcome to the Warzone if you're new. And you're about to see an absolute shambles of a game. Prepare your anus!
It's basically the metallic surge. That's what we've pretty much got. Everyone's just moved forward because that objective in the middle is not going anywhere. It's going to get scattered around each turn, but it's going to stay somewhere there, so we need the whole army to move up.
It's an oppressive wall of iron.
That's the idea. The Iron Havocs have stayed still. They're the only thing that have, because they're holding in the back, they don't need to go anywhere. They've got plenty of range on their weapons. Everyone else has basically just shifted forward. All the tanks, all the dreadnoughts, the tactical squads, the rhinos, everyone, even the Vindicators shuffled to one side. So it's got a better angle on one of those dirty little armigers.
Better angle, eh? Better angel. Depends how you spell it. Nice. Okay.
I don't like those armigers, so I think it's time to do some shooting.
Are you going to open me up like a tin of beans?
That's off camera,
And
separately.
you'll be on me like a tramp on chips. First up to fire, Nick, is going to be the Contemptor.
It is indeed.
And you're targeting one of my Lehman Russes.
So I try the lead Lehman Russ, so it's 2 shots.
Yeah. I'm going to play
Shroud.
Shroud. Which will give me a 5+.
Invulnerable save,
Invulnerable
basically.
save, yeah.
Absolutely fine. That's 2 hits, because Contemptor's hit on a 2+. Being Iron Warriors, they add 1 to the strength of any weapon that's shooting against a vehicle, automata, anything like that. So against them, it'll be strength 10.
Don't even care.
Yeah, don't even lightly.
Well, my armour is 14, but remember, with the third line rule, any glancing hits will be penetrating and will blow me up.
I love it. It's literally, they're made of paper. It's so impressive.
Old recycled tanks out of Coke cans.
So essentially, strength 10 against 14. So I'd need a 4 to glance, but also penetrate.
Yeah.
And I've got Sunder, so I get to re-roll, which is going to be important.
You're going to need those re-rolls.
Very important. Thank you, Sunder. Sweet Moses. Well, that
you've not changed.
The tissue's done nothing.
Yeah. I've wasted my only reaction.
The tissue paper is held.
Yes. To the Pepsi Max cans. What's next to fire?
The next thing to fire is going to be, I think, the autocannon squad is going to fire against your rickety crawler thing.
No. Here they go. The autocannons are going to pile into my second cargo 8.
Try and rip the life out of this massive Coke can on treads. Here we go.
What are we looking for?
Strength 7 goes up to strength 8 because of their Iron Warriors, and they are 2+ to hit, being Iron Havocs. So 2s to hit.
Oh, what an idiot.
You never do. Oh, there you go. It was a 1 anyway, I wouldn't worry. Plenty of ones.
Not too bad.
Sorry, that sounded slightly offensive. Thank you for that. So it's up to strength 8 against your front armour of 12, so 4s to glance, but also penetrate because you are made of crap. There we go. So basically, things aren't looking good, is what I'm saying.
They're not.
They are not looking good. So how many hull points do I think have?
I've only got 3, I think.
Well, let me tell you, things are definitely not looking good for it.
Let's 3.
Being that it can't explode anyway because they're only straight AP3 weapons, so it's just wrecked.
Great. There we go. A little wrecked marker using a candle, not a live one because I don't want to go up like a Roman candle. But I've only got the 1. And I've got a lot of vehicles, so there will be the ceremonial passing of the wreckage indicator along this line as we go along. So out of the wreck, out of the only access hatch which is at the back, the Ogrins are right in the deep corner and highly ineffective at this stage. Always reverse your cargo 8s.
And I can only assume that they're not going to move anywhere unless the busty Lehman Russ commander here, which I have several questions about.
They can conga line up that side.
She needs to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And this is quite literally...
Obviously... Cans McGee here. For some reason, all the lady guards people in this army have huge racks. It doesn't make sense.
And none of us have any questions about that, do we?
You think in the early Imperium they wouldn't have the nutrients to sustain that sort of
lifestyle?
Lifestyle, indeed. Okay, moving on. What are you targeting
Fantastic. Next thing's going to be the Vigilator is going to fire at the your little, what do you call him? Your squads.
These guys here.
That it. What's it called?
Rapier laser destroyer.
That's the one. I couldn't think of the name of it. First thing, I'm going to be shooting just literally a few shrapnel bolters from the front rank tactical squad. Literally got 3 bolters at those guys because they have the I can't remember what it's called. My right of war basically means I can fire 2 shots from each one. So I've got 6 shots from these front 3 guys into the guardsman currently manning your laser destroyer. 3s to hit. That's pretty standard. Strength 4 against toughness 4.
Toughness 4 because of the discipline. What do you call it? I took the kinfolk helots,
which means they all have every single guardsman has toughness 4, which is awesome. So 4s to wound. Only 1 stats are good. They're only 1 single wound.
My gun will fire hopefully one day.
Against, what's your armour save?
5+. It's terrible.
Then you won't get anything against the shrapnel bolter. I don't think.
Get a cover save.
You will get a cover save. 5+ cover save is a very good point.
No, so I lose 1.
And you have to take, because it's shrapnel bolters, you have to take a pinning test.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. What's the leadership of an average guardsman, Bill?
Infantry squad, the leadership will be 6 with the sergeant.
Okay.
Watch this. Oh, that's a massive fail. Colossal fail. So they start withdrawing, do they?
They are pinned.
Pinned, okay.
They are pinned down, so they're going to be firing snapshots back at me, essentially.
Well, it's not much better than their actual shooting. The dirty little Vigilator is up next.
He is indeed. And I think...
With a sniper rifle.
Not, I don't think I can see your apothecary, unfortunately. Which one's the sergeant?
We'll call it the flag one.
Not the guy in the fancy...
No, he's a medic. White,
He's a medic.
What's
this guy?
That's a discipline master.
That's discipline. Oh, right, okay, I
can
can't
try
see
and
either of them.
burst him as well if you want.
Do
Because
you know what, I'd love to, except I didn't actually angle to myself to see them properly, so I don't think I can see either of them. So I'm just going to fire at one of the normal guys in the hope of causing you to take another pinning test.
if you take a guardsman, I consider that a good return for points.
It depends if I hold them up or not.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
to hit.
He's hit with a 2.
That's lucky.
You're flying pretty close to the wind with the roll.
That's how I live my life, Bill. It's
Talking of wind.
2+ rending hit. Basically, it's a dead guardsman.
No.
So once again, that requires a pinning test. Now, this is with shell shock. So it's -1 to your leadership in this with a pinning test.
Okay, so the leadership becomes 5.
With the discipline master, what happens?
So with the discipline master, I am going to take his leadership. He doesn't actually gain any benefit from being pinned, I believe. Is that the case?
As far as we understand, it only works for normal morale checks.
It's only for morale checks. So we're going to use his leadership, which is 8, so it comes down to a 7. So.
You hold it.
Yeah.
Fine. So they're not pinned.
Worth taking. I've just removed the guy from there rather than there because it has to be someone that can be seen by said vigilator.
Very true.
But he went through years of training just to pop essentially a guy from the local factory. Next up is the last cannons, and you're targeting...
Going to fire into one of your armigers at the front
Oh,
there.
Lord.
Oh, Lord. So it's 4 shots, not re-rolling because they're just normal Gravis las cannons. So 3s to hit. 3 hits. Strength 10. What would your armigers have? I think it's going to be a toughness value, isn't it?
Toughness 7, I believe.
Toughness 7. Okay, so it's going to be 2s to wound. Sunder's there, but it won't make a difference against a toughness value. Only 2 wounds.
Okay. And 2 wounds have gone through against this Helver in here. Ionic Deflector saves a 5+ required. It's neither, so 2 have gone through.
2 wounds taken.
2 wounds take 2. 4 wounds. So the Typhon has fired its blast. It was a direct hit here, so that will affect the Knight and this Armiger too.
Oh. How juicy.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. So, if we roll for the armigers, first of all, it's roll to wound, so it's strength 12.
Toughness 7.
And brutal 4, which is just...
Oh, God.
Oh no. So 2+ to wound the injured one, first of all. It wounds, and 2+ to wound the other one. Both wound. So we roll for... and both of those are rending 4+, which is very important.
So that's
both
AP
those,
2, isn't it?
Yep, so therefore it gets taken only on your Ionic Deflector.
My Ionic Deflector, so it's
5+ on the
5+.
injured one, first of all. Sorry.
It's a 1.
It's brutal 4, so you have to roll 4 times.
Okay.
So
2, all 4 fail.
Well, that's boding very badly for the one that only had 4 wounds left.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? The math doesn't make sense to survive. So that's going to go up like Hiroshima, and it's going to roast the rest of my units, is it not?
Pretty much. And the other one has to roll another 4 armor saves, please. 4 5+ saves. Made 1 of them.
Dear.
So it loses 3 wounds. So that one's on 3 wounds remaining, and this one is on no wounds
brown
remaining.
bread. So that goes to
And very
3.
importantly, so everyone within D6 plus 3 suffers an automatic hit at strength 8.
That's a lot of stuff, man. Not going to lie. So do these guys first.
Hang on, D6 plus 3. So yes, that should do it. So that's
God.
8 inches. So that's everyone nearby is getting a piece.
You get blown up, and you get blown up.
The Mordians over there just survive. They just avoid it.
I think you're being mercifully kind there, frankly. Okay, let's start rolling. You blow all my stuff up, Nick.
Let's do that.
I don't
Let's
care.
do that.
I'm not even scared.
I don't even like this army.
I'm not even scared.
This laser destroy. Yeah.
Oh!
2+. 1 is 1. You get a cover save. Things aren't looking good. 1 more dead. The guys underneath. 2+ to wound. Another 1 wound. Cover save, please. Can he get saved by the ruins? He can't. Another one down there.
Stop dying, you cowards!
Against the cargo 8.
Hang on. Look at the rack. There, carry on.
I mean, I can't even see, but I'm going to take your word for it. Just in life generally. 2+. Strength 8 against your cargo hauler, which is a toughness 12, I believe. So
There'll be side armour, so it's even worse than that. I think it's like 10.
Let's just roll and see what happens. I think we can strongly say it's a glancing.
Yeah.
No, which is a
penetrating
hit. Oh my god. On the damage table.
Oh.
Oh god, what's that? I can't even remember.
Am I going to have to pass along the wrecking sponge?
Weapon destroyed.
Oh, I've got a stubber. So
There you go, no more stubber.
That's
and
why you buy a stubber, isn't it?
Exactly. And 1 hull point taken off
Okay,
that.
noted.
We'll do that in just a second. The other armiger, strength 8 hit against it, so a 3+ to wound. It wounds, and you've got your 3+
God.
armor. Your 3+ armor
Is
save.
it brutal 4? Was it?
No. This is just the explode. This is the other
right,
armiger.
sorry, There's a 1. It's all going south. That's another. Is that another one gone?
Chain reaction, yes. And then the knight.
I tried to spread them out, but I haven't got any room left.
The knight is, I think, was it armor 12? Did you tell me?
Side armor is 12 on the Knight Questoris.
So
which
strength
they,
hit,
they say with the blast, you usually take the armor facing the attacker, or if you can't tell, it's a side armor. In which case, it's both.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
side armor 12.
So therefore, a 4 to glance it. No, nothing.
Oh, thank
So-
God for this. Something's alive.
So this one,
It's gone. Shazam!
magic.
Thanks for coming.
So there's also the attack still to be done against the knight from the High Plate of Justice.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
And it's a strength 12 weapon against side armor of 12. So I think we can fairly safely say it's a penetrating hit. What all you have is your
my-
ionic deflector, which is 5+ from the side, I think.
My ion shield, which would be a 5+ from the side. Yes. It's a 5.
Of course it is. Look
Walk
at that.
away.
It doesn't
Walk away.
care.
It doesn't care. I shrugged it off.
And finally, we got one last las cannon. Sorry, I should have said that one at the start. I did tell Bill.
Yeah, you
one
didn't.
las
He's
cannon
lying.
was
He's a bad
aimed,
player.
Yeah, it was aimed at the armiger. Why you got to be like that?
Got
on
bad,
camera.
bad faith gaming. That's your new channel.
Thanks for that. So this las cannon was aimed at that armiger, wasted because that armiger is now obliterated. But this las cannon, because it could name it that one, was aimed at Lehman Russ instead.
It was
so
indeed.
It's a 3+ to hit. It does not hit.
That's a 1.
That's a shocking 1. So nothing more from the Typhon.
Tempter is powering up its Chaos Pattern assault cannons, and is going to be trying to hose down boobage in the buildings here.
Sometimes it's like it doesn't even care for the nicer things in life.
No.
2s to hit. Things aren't looking good for the crew of this particular laser destroyer.
No, it's a bad day.
2 pluses to wound, with 6s being rending. Not that, yeah. Basically, the things aren't looking good for this crew. However, you do get from this multiple invulnerable saves. So as long as you can
cover
roll
save, yeah.
lots and lots of 5+ saves,
Watch this. All 5+.
things aren't looking good for that. That is actually amazing. Look how many 5+ you've got. Only 3 got through, but sadly, with only 2 crew members remaining, I'm afraid things aren't looking good. So,
Oh no, my laser destroyer. Oh my god, laser! In a cynical effort to try and ruin my day, Nick is going to fire his Vindicator laser destroyer, at my transport here.
because I don't want Bill to go anywhere, basically. And
Go
it's,
for it.
3 shots, twin linked. So it's 3+ to hit re-rolling. Don't need it.
Wow.
Smart. Strength 9, which goes up to strength 10 because they're Iron Warriors.
Side armor
Things
is.
aren't
You
looking
know,
good.
you know you're going to do it.
Yeah, I think we can safely say that it was the
It'd be 2 penetrating.
2
hits.
penetrating hits, no question, and 1. I think is that going to be where everything's penetrating to you, isn't it?
Well, I think ones don't do anything, do they? Or what's the strength of the weapon?
Well, it's strength 10 officially, so that makes it 11, which I have a suspicious feeling if your armour is toilet, it may actually still penetrate.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I don't even care. Excellent.
Thanks for nothing. Talk about getting penetrated with your pants down.
While things were off camera, yeah, so basically I would have had Sunday, I'd have had a re-roll anyway, but we don't need that.
No, because I've been penetrated 3 times.
Exactly.
And then we played Warhammer.
I can't even remember if there was exo. I can't remember if I rolled any 6s. I don't think I did.
No.
I've forgotten. I don't have extra shock, but it's 3 penetrating hits, and you add 2 because it's an AP1 weapon. So things are going to be explosive.
Explosivo. Explosivo. Cargo 8 has vanished, and I've placed my infantry squad. For those who are about to die, we salute you.
So they first of all have to roll. Each of them takes a strength 8 hit. So
The toughness 4, so it's
Yep.
going to be 2s to wound.
2s to wound indeed.
I have the dice here, the white representing the medic and the black representing the discipline master.
Fantastic.
And the rest of the dice representing the cowards within.
So far, one of them's definitely alive. The rest of them all are very reliant on their flak jackets to try and make it through this, because that's a lot of dice you now have to re-roll. So are they all 5+ saves, including the Discipline Master and the Medic?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
If you place those into my sweaty palm, there's one more there.
Let me just hand you those.
How's your turn one going?
So far things are looking great. So the Discipline Master survived.
Yeah.
The Medic has not. Apart from that, you've actually rolled really quite well. So
and I'll get a 6+ feel no pain from the Medic before he cups it.
Yes, that's very true. I think the Medic gives that to himself as well, to be fair.
I hope so.
Yeah, let's just say it does. I think that's right. So actually, quite a few have done well. So these are all 5+. Those are 5+ feel no pains.
6+.
6+, and 6+ for the Medic himself. He has saved one more guy before he himself is gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 normal guys and the Medic are wiped out in the explosion.
So 9 of my guys are removed from play there. The Lehman Russes are taking hits as well from because we rolled a 6 for the explosion radius, didn't we?
Which actually clips 2 Lehman Russes.
Great.
Because they're all up to solve. They're in a nice row. Boom! So, the first Lehman Rush, the closest one, it's a strength 8 hit against side armour of 13, so a 5 would be glancing, which of course for you...
It's penetrating.
It's penetrating! It's a penetrating hit! And the second one, it doesn't do a thing.
The militia are here to be penetrated. That's what they say.
And I am here to apparently do that penetrating.
Yeah. With D's nuts.
BothaDeez is coming for you.
BothaDeez nuts.
It's a 4, which I think might be a weapon I never remember the different rules here for this. On the damage table, call it out if you know it. It's crew stunned, so you can only fire snapshots till next turn.
Great.
And it cannot move until its next movement phase.
Great.
You didn't want to go anywhere,
Didn't want to go anywhere anyway.
That's fine.
So the knight also suffered the strength 8 hit
against its 12
from the explosion.
Exactly. That is a glancing hit.
So it's just a whole point gone, isn't it?
Yes, although you have your ionic deflector.
I have my ion shield.
So it's a 5+.
5+ on the side angle.
That's a 5. Look at that.
That'll do me.
You've done it.
That'll do me. The knight's actually rolled quite well so far.
The knight has so far
unlike the cowardly guardsmen, stroke mechanics, stroke chefs.
Stroke all of them.
Yeah.
So that one.
That one can't move.
And it's also lost a hull point. How many hull points do they have?
I think it's 4. I'll double check. These guys have got to pass a morale check. They're using the Discipline Master's leadership of 8.
I've nothing but confidence in the tissue thin abilities.
It's 3.
1. You're fine. They're fine. They don't care. They don't care that most of them are dead.
Brave in their uniforms. It's the flag with nothing on it. A skull. It's got a skull.
It's got a skull.
At the end of Iron Warriors turn 1. Nick has scored one of the secondary points for killing a unit, which would be the Armiger, and has absolutely decimated my mobility for my infantry. So we're dying in droves.
And yet, now's your chance to fight back, and I get to see what all these guns do, including that huge battery of Medusas over there. So this might hurt.
Oh Lord!
Oh Lord!
Militia, turn 1 movement. I'm just going to move my dice pot of shame. Over on this side, the Ogrins have pushed across here to try and get out of the line of sight, although one of them is going to get capped, no doubt. This one is immobilised or stunned.
It's just stunned.
Shaken, yeah. So he can snap shoot, but he can't move. So these two have just sort of peeled around to try and get some fire in there. Over here, the Armigers have moved their full 8-inch movement to be on that objective, so I might actually get a point this turn, which is going to be... at least I'm off to a good start. The knight here is followed up, so I can either go left or right depending on how the objective may move. Captain Flashheart and his boy moved up this way, making sure their front armour, such as it is facing the Eradicator for when they get annihilated.
For the Vindicator, yes.
Yes, and that'll be funny as well. These guys have pushed forward into the building to get that delicious bit of cover, and these tanks here have moved into this field of arc of fire over here to try and get that other victory point which Nick's already scored to try and defeat a unit.
And Bill, can we talk about shame for a second?
Shame?
Yeah. This guy. The shame.
Oh, the shame, yes, because I've already begun my shooting phase. Over here, these guys, having survived their transport being blown up, shot out the windows at this squad over here. And entering the Hall of Shame and burning in Hades right now is this Marine here, who has died without glory, without honour.
Peter Turbo is so pissed at him right now.
And that is why no one will remember your name. And these guys have already fired as well, and they pounded this unit and didn't touch their paint jobs.
However, I think you have something that might.
I have my Medusa guns, which are going to fire now, and we're going to pie plate these guys, and really it's for the pinning.
Let's go see it done.
But I wouldn't mind some dying either. So let's see how that goes. Here we go, Medusas. This one's going to be firing first. We're targeting these boys over here.
Specifically, I think you're aiming at the one that you can still see just about directly around the side of the building. So trying to avoid the scatter all from the barrage. So you're aiming here.
Okay. Oh Lord, it's do I minus or do I take both the dice?
You do. You minus because you've got line of sight, so you can minus. So it's actually only 2 inches
to the right.
So about that way. So you're still getting the
3 dudes and the rhino.
Yeah, absolutely.
Touch.
One of them being the sergeant, I might add.
Oh la la. So we'll take it. We'll do the rhino first. So it's taking the blast from the Medusa.
Yes, indeed.
Strength 9
against a side armor value of only 11. Yeah, so it's a penetrating hit. It's a penetrating hit. And in fact, I think it's an ordnance weapon, so you could have actually rolled, my mistake, you could have rolled 2 dice there, but you don't need to.
Okay, don't need to.
No,
don't even need to.
You don't even need it.
No, so the damage is palpable.
Oh, come on! Instantly wrecked. First shot with a Medusa, and you wrecked the rhino.
Our first catch of the day.
Let me tell you, Warsmith BothaDeez is not impressed.
He's not.
He's not impressed.
You're going to get both of these. The rhino is wrecked. Can you please remove the one thing we have? And replace it onto the rhino. Our Patreon's open if you want to send us some fluff and black paint.
Let's say, someone send us cotton wool.
Yeah, send us cotton wool. Right, so they've got out there because their transport is wrecked. Now
solid first shot. We haven't even finished with that round
yet. We've got to
yet.
wound those 3 dudes, haven't we?
Yes, indeed. So we've got 2 normal guys and we've got the sergeant as well. So if you can roll them separately, please.
Okay.
Sergeant is it's going to be a 2+ to wound.
I'll do the sergeant on the white dice.
Yes, indeed. 1 normal guy is fine, and the sergeant and another need to take. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, let me double check. No 6s, so no rending. But so the sergeant's got artificer armor, so it's a 2+ save. He's fine. The other guy's a 3+ save. He's fine. So the rhino is meant to wreck.
Yeah, that'll
which
do
is
me.
A good start.
Guess what? I've got 2 more of them.
Oh, good.
Second one's firing now. Here we go. Hoik!
It's a hit.
It's a solid hit. That's
Look
hitting
at
6
that.
dudes. So that's
5 guys and the sergeant,
3,
please.
4, 5, 6. Do I need to do the sergeant?
Yeah, do a white dice for the skipper.
Okay, here we go.
Get all that out of the way. So it's 2s to wound. That didn't wound, but the others did. So you got 4 guys wounded and the sergeant. So I'm going to roll those dice. It's 3+ saves and 2+ for the sergeant. That's 2 dead. Very nice. And it has to be 2 from actually here. So I'll get rid of these 2. Here, probably.
Yeah.
It's a hit again. And in fact, you can clip that last guy as well. So with this one, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 normal guys and the sergeant.
I don't like that sergeant.
He's not having the best day, although his artificer armor's done him well. 1 failed, so you've got the sergeant and the others all wounded. I wish I'd put an apothecary with this squad now. 2+ for the armor, save for the skipper and everyone else. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh dear!
Yeah!
That's just not what you want, so the artificer armor did nothing in the end.
Yes!
So,
taste my wrath!
Oh.
Taste it!
Oh,
Drink it down!
I see now who's getting the real penetrating.
Yeah! I pinned Nick.
That's a damn good question, Bill. Well, they're normal. Obviously, they've lost their sergeant's leadership, so I think it's leadership 7 now.
Cowardly sergeant.
Oh,
That's a fail.
that's pretty pinned. I'm not going to lie to you.
They are pinned.
They're going nowhere.
Like the Gillian Anderson poster in my bedroom wall was pinned in 1997. Great reference.
How specific?
Yeah, it was, because it's the only poster I had. It was an X-Files one, and
Of course it was.
I enjoyed it. Not so much Mulder. So I'm declaring my mighty knight taking on this squad here, because I have to try and secure this point. I know they're pinned and they're not going to move or do much, but I want that victory point because I don't think I'll be scoring much in the next couple of turns.
I don't know, you're going to take that objective from me?
Yeah, well, okay, so the game's pretty much over if you want to concede. Okay, so we're going to do the Storm Spear rocket pod, which is heavy 3, and I'm targeting these Marines here.
Love it.
Because of the preset to upgrade, I'm hitting on 2s. Of course, there's a 1.
Standard.
Strength 8.
So it's 2+ to wound.
2s to wound. That's 2 wounds.
They're in cover.
Cover
So I'll
save.
take it on the ones who are in cover. I believe ruins are 5+. I think that's right.
Yeah, I think
We're
so.
working on that. We think these are very dense ruins. It's a 5+ cover save. One lives, one dies.
Avenger Gatling Cannon's up next, so we're hitting on 2s against the same squad. No, there's a load of 1s. All I wanted was some 2s. It's 2+ to wound, yeah?
Yes, indeed, and 6 is a rending.
Oh, there's a couple of rendings
in there.
But look at these 1s.
So I'll do 3 normal saves. These will be on the guys not in cover. So 3+ armor save. 1 dead. And then how many more? 2 rendings. So 2
rendings.
just on their cover save. So 5 pluses for cover saves. No, 2 more dead.
Cool.
So that's 3 in total, I believe. So one of the ones in cover and 2 normal guys. Things are not looking good for this squad. Let's take these guys away. That leaves 3 poor Marines who never did anything to you.
I can do this. Now the other arm is firing. Important point to note that this Marine here actually can't be seen because of the solid terrain there. So it's only these 2 that can die. So it will leave 1 guy remaining, which means I'll probably have to commit some tank fire to finishing off that 1 Marine.
Because you need that to obviously get that victory point, don't
Indeed
you?
I do.
Yeah.
So again, hitting on 2s.
That's pretty solid.
That's better.
That's 10 hits.
Wounding on
2s again and 6 is a rending.
There's 2 6s there. Gone. Okay.
1 lonely guy who's going to definitely need a leadership test in a minute.
Yes. Lehman Russ 1 is targeting the last Marine in the cover there.
I'll have you know, his name is Danny the Iron Warrior. And I want to see him take the fire from 3 separate Lehman Russes and spit in your face.
So it's, I got the coaxial autocannon. So the coaxial autocannon has hit twice and wounded twice.
Yes, indeed. So it's just 2 normal armor saves. Danny lives! Come on, Danny the Iron Warrior!
Danny. Danny boy. The
pipes.
shells are calling.
Landing.
Vanquisher cannon coming in hot. It's 1 hit. I can re-roll that because of the coaxial hits. 2 hits.
Things aren't looking good for Danny.
To wound him. That's 2 wounds.
Yes, and both of those are brutal, which means that, well, this is absolutely useless.
A lot of saves to make.
Basically, I've got 4 cover saves to make. So as long as I get 4 5 pluses,
I'll be sick as a dog if you get
Danny boy, you're going to hell.
Hell.
Right now.
Hell.
No.
Hell.
Goodbye, Danny.
So I get a unit. I've
got
killed
a
the unit, so that gets me 1 victory point.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
happy as a. I can't say it.
Correct.
So my second Lehman Russ is now free to target the Contemptor there. Off we go. Coaxial guns hit.
1 hit.
No, 1 hit. Sorry.
1 hit. However, 1 hit is enough. That
Yeah,
will
that's enough to boost my Vanquishers. It does not wound, however.
No.
But now onto the Vanquisher cannon for its extra length.
So 2 shots.
Hitting on those 4s, both are re-rolling because
Very
I can't
fortunately.
roll for a toffee. I get 1 hit.
Yes.
And it's strength.
Strength 9 against my toughness. I want to say 7 for a Contemptor, so I think it's going to be 2+ to wound.
It's
It
a 4.
wounds, and it is a brutal 2 weapon, which means I've got 2 armor save. Now it's AP 2, which is extremely good. So that means it goes away from my armor save, so I'm down to just my defense shield. So 5 plus. Neither saves. That's 2 wounds. Go straight through. Very nice. I think he starts on 7 wounds. Tis. The
Curious.
Contemptor has 6 wounds. I lie. So he's down to 4 wounds.
Okay, and I've also got a last cannon shot.
Yep.
Oh, he hits.
Strong hit. Strength 9. So that's 2+ to wound.
Wounds.
Wound again, and once again
With
on
a
my
6, is it?
5+ save. No. Strips another wound off. Very nice.
Cool. And the final last cannon, final tank here will do the same thing. So
Why are you going to be like that?
I'm going to play you, brother. I'm going to coaxial hits.
Both hit. Strength 7 against toughness of 7, I believe. So it's 4s to wound.
2 wounds.
Very nice. My normal armor, and one of them is a 6, which is rending.
Rending. Oh,
So,
tasty.
so one's a 2+ armor save, not rending. That saves, and one's a 5+. It saves.
Nice.
So Vanquish Battle Cannon. So
Vanquisher.
2 shots. Both
There's
re-rolling.
2
You
misses.
lucky thing.
Only. Well, we got 1 off.
1 off. It's 2+ to wound.
I'm going to re-roll.
Maybe on the other dice.
4.
What kind of an idiot drops a dice? There we go. It's brutal 2, so it's 2 armor saves, 5+. Neither. He's down to. Oh my word!
And he's got I've got a last cannon left.
This is murderous.
Will the last cannon get it done? It hits.
It is. So 2+ to wound.
It's a 2.
Yeah, 2 to wound. 1 5+ armor save.
Yay!
and
Does he go up?
no, yes, he does. But even separate to that, he is an elite choice. And that break their ranks rule was if you got an elite, killed off an elite unit, you actually got 2 victory points to start with, rather than just the one. So
If I'd paid attention, I would have known that, and it was completely tactical.
God, I looked. So you,
Tactical
sir,
genius. Tactical genius.
you've thought ahead, haven't you, sir? I can tell this.
You've got to detonate now, haven't you?
You do. In fact, I've just moved him off, but I'll let.
We know where he was.
Yeah, we do indeed. And
He
I
was there,
think-
but he's
That's
not
great.
anymore because I killed him.
All more's within D6. Let's not do what you do. 2! No. So therefore it'll be these 2 guys here, I think.
that's fine.
So 2 guys, it's a strength 8 hit, so 2 plus the wound, both of them. Both wounds. They've both got Artificer Arm, which is a 2 plus save. They've got 2 wounds each, however, that's a strength 8 weapon. Or a strength 8 explosion, so it'll be instant death.
Yeah, it would be instant death.
So 2 plus armour save, excellent. So the explosions are doing quite well for both
They
of us
are.
at this point, so you've killed off one of my lovely command squad as well. Let's kill off
Get
him.
off. Get off. Happy with that. That's a good round of shooting for me.
That's solid. That's very good.
Done some cleaning up on this side. I've got my stunned or shaken
Rapier
laser destroyer, and I'm going to be trying to snapshot hit on 6s against the Leviathan there.
Nice.
So 2 shots, but they are twin linked. So
Oh,
I've got
one hits already. Don't do it.
oh, it's cocked dice. I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, okay. So 1 hit.
Which is solid.
Strength.
Strength 9 against a toughness of 8, so 3 to wound. That's what I want to see.
Didn't
Excellent.
wound. Okay, and now it's going to be the tanks here. So
I don't think it's necessary.
no, I'm going to pound your infantry dudes into dust.
Well, you've got one at the back there who's also going to be firing
Snapshots,
I
yeah.
believe.
Okay, so I'm just going to look to snap off Marines basically.
Oh, why
So
don't
we'll
we
go with this one first. So
Okay.
coaxial auto cannons against the infantry squad there. That's one hit, 1 miss.
Strength 7 against toughness 4, so 2's to wound.
There's a 4.
And it's a my normal armour save, plus this one does have an apothecary. He is saved.
Okay, so now it's going to be the vanquishers.
Both
That's
re-rolling,
Both re-rolling.
fortunately.
For 2
Oh,
hits.
no.
And it's strength
2's to wound.
2 to wound. That's
Solid.
2 wounds.
Straight through my armour, however, I've got 2 5 plus feel no pains from the apothecary, which is useless. So 2 dead.
Nice. Okay, and I'll do the same for this one over here. This one over here. I should point the phone or the camera at what I'm pointing at. That's
I'll make sure to take ones that you can actually see. That's not the way to do it, isn't it? There we go. Let's take those away.
Okay, so now I'm cracking on with this tank here against the infantry. So coaxials, both hit. There's 1 wound.
No, it's autocannon, so it's strength 7, so no 2, both wound.
Oh, nice. There we go.
And you have got my normal, no 6s or anything, no, so it's normal armour save, so 3s. One doesn't go, one goes through and it's the apothecary. No, another one dead.
Okay, then the vanquisher shots. That's 2 misses, but re-rolling because of the. Oh no, only 1. 1 will do. Does it wound? It wounds.
It wounds. Go straight through my armour, so it's just the apothecary save. He saves 1.
Nice. Okay,
That's
well
what I
played.
see.
Oh, I didn't do the last.
You got las cannons.
Yeah, I just remembered.
Just roll 2
Do you know why?
las
'Cause it
cannons.
snapped off. So I'll just do the 2 las cannons.
No one
now
likes it
quickly.
when it snaps off. There you go.
I'll
One-
re-roll that one. One hit.
Both miss because it's 4 plus.
Oh, of course
hit.
it is. Sorry, because
right.
they're rubbish.
And speaking of which,
Yeah,
speaking
the
of unable
snap
to hit,
shooting,
some
yeah.
snapshots. 6 is coaxial
So
autocannon.
coaxials now. Vanquisher shots. Oh, I got a 1 with a 6.
Smart.
Does he wound a marine? Yes, with a 6.
5 plus. Oh, apothecary steps up.
666.
Well done, apothecary.
No, don't know.
And a las cannon from that same apothecary. The same whatever it's
tank.
called, Lehman Russ.
No, he's missed with that as well. Okay, so that's all my firing done
That's
for
so.
my entire army. And with no charges imminent, that's the end of my player turn. So I score the 1 point for being on the objective in turn 1. So I get 1 point because it's 1 point per turn number, isn't it?
That's it. So for turn 1, it's worth 1 point. Turn 2, it's worth 2 points, etc. And we are going to immediately scatter that objective. That's what's going to happen now. But first thing we're going to do is add your little points together. So you got 2 points for killing an elite choice over here.
2-1.
And you got 1 point over there. So you get 3 to 1.
Nice.
You're leading.
Come on, militia. So at the top of turn 2, we're going to scatter the objective. Oh, that's 1 inch to the left.
Plus 6.
Oh,
so 7 inches.
to the left.
So, ooh, taking it to the other side of the table, which is actually quite interesting. So I'll put it to about here.
Oh, Tables
Oh,
turn.
lol.
So you've got a command squad that can bum rush that.
Well, funny enough, my command squad, which as they have the banner, suddenly become a line.
Yeah,
so
they're
that might
line.
be
Yeah, so
quite important.
They'd be
actually.
scoring, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, you get your movement done.
I'll do that. You ever heard that rule that it's best to overcommit everything early on?
Yeah, well, it's the rule I live by, Nick.
That's basically what I'm going for here. Just keep moving forward, no matter what happens. Just keep moving forward. I think it was the White Scar saying, "Not one step back."
I think my militia guys are about to feel some iron within.
Is this some kind of penetrating?
It's going to be, because
Yeah.
we love to be penetrating and feel the iron within.
Most of you is tissue thin, so to
Yeah.
penetrate, you know,
Gossamer thin, some say.
like silk, I've heard.
Indeed.
Excellent. Right, let's do some shooting. Or let's do a move first.
Yeah,
of all.
so
That'd be a
movement.
good idea, wouldn't it? Just for a laugh.
Did that move?
That moved, funny enough. That didn't move. I'm lying. That's
no,
completely lie. It
he
didn't
sat
move at all.
still.
Why would I tell you that?
Yeah.
So this guy has moved up to the top here. He's still in cover.
The
and he
Vigilator.
The Vigilator. He's going to try and take a pot shot to try and slow down those Medusas, because those Medusas are absolutely brutal. I didn't realise how damaging they would be.
The learning curve of the Vigilator is steep. He has to get involved.
Exactly. The Land Raider has pushed round to be so you can target the incoming Lehman Russers.
Indeed.
The command squad have moved up so they can take this objective, and possibly, depending how I'm feeling, they may even try and get a charge off in a minute.
No
because
way.
why not?
You're off the chain.
Oh yeah. The Leviathan's punched up to try and get a little bit closer to your friends over here, the Armigers again, as have the troops and the Keres Pattern Assault Cannon Contemptor. Everyone has moved up. The Typhons tried to get a better angle to take shots at the Armigers as well, and the Autocannon squad have bravely stayed still once again. So they are staying where they are for the time being. Basically, it's just keep moving things forward no matter what. And I think it's time to start shooting stuff.
In reacting to the threat that the command squad poses, I've driven my rusty old banger forwards with Captain Flashheart on board. And his red rag flag. So my
I don't like the combination of Fleshheart and the red flag. Yep, excellent.
so the best I can hope for here is that this detonates and all my guys are placed onto the objective.
Tactical genius!
Tactical genius such as Flashheart.
It's just to prove that we actually haven't just forgotten about all the reactions you can do in phase.
Well, I
definitely-
reacted in turn one, but you did not.
We definitely didn't forget
No.
to do lots of reactions last time.
Okay, so on to shooting.
Then this thing into the great big crawler. Because why not?
Yeah, do it.
It's 3 shots re-rolling, 3 pluses to hit, 3
Nice.
hits, and it's strength 9 going up to strength 10. I believe your side armor was 11. So I think we're going to safely say it's going to be 3 penetrating hits.
Oh, no.
I didn't get the extra shock on any of those because I needed a 6+. However, I don't even know how many hull points that thing's got. It's probably not many.
I think it is 3.
Excellent. So one way or another, what we're saying is it's going to be wrecked, but it's whether I can explode it. So it's an AP1 weapon, so add 2 to anything.
For
So all I need
comedy value, I hope it explodes and takes your command squad and I get Warlord.
if I get a 4, yes, it's absolutely detonated.
Okay.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's wrecked. I needed a 5
Yeah.
to make it actually explode. So it's wrecked, which means it's now part on top of the objective, blocking everything. However, which is just genius. However, that does actually cause you a problem because you've got to get out your rear
rear.
hatch. I, however, am actually...
Yeah, you've done me like a
objective,
kipper there.
For the time being, I will hold this objective. I've actually got cover, if anything.
I should have reversed onto it. So as a result of that wreck, I've had to disembark. So Lord Flashlight is at the back there with his medic and his discipline masters, ready to kill as many of his own men as he can. More firing for the Iron Warriors in turn 2. You're using your Vigilator to try and pin my bombards, my heavy ordnance.
After how I was violated by those by those Medusas last turn, I'm not having that again. So the Vigilator is going to take a pot shot and just try and take off one of those guys, because of course, being artillery weapons, they cannot snapshot, they can't fire if I can pin them. 2+ to hit, re-rolling because it's a master-crafted weapon. How very convenient! How very convenient, some might say. Yes! It's a 2+ to wound.
Can't be done.
Well, he was man of the match at Waterworld.
Not so much today.
He's so far killed 1 guardsman.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff. Right.
I can't wait to bomb you. I'm going to bomb you on your face.
I know. I don't like it.
What's going to fire first?
Next thing that's going to fire is going to be the Land Raiders here, and it's going to fire. It's 2 sets of las cannons into one of the what you call them, the
Leman Russes.
That's the word. So 3 pluses to hit, not re-rolling. 3 hits. It's strength 9 going up to strength 10, being Iron Warriors against the front armor, which is 14, I believe.
It is.
So it's 4s to both glance and penetrate you. Your gossamer thin frame. 1 penetrating hit.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Strength 2, AP2 weapon, so it's +1 to whatever this is. Oh, it's useless.
That is a terrible roll.
That is shocking. I think that's going to be crew stunned.
So a red leader can only fire snapshots.
And is reduced by 1 hull point.
We forgot to remove the ceremonial fluff from one to the other.
I'm just going to do this because, frankly, it just gets a bit complicated.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't paint the underside, you scumbag. So the Contemptor over here is going to fire its curved assault cannons at the Armiger here. That is down to 2 wounds already. So we're going to fish for some good rolls here.
It's 2+ to hit. Because Contemptors are pretty accurate, except not this one.
No.
It's strength
got a gammy
6.
eye.
So it's 5s to wound, but 6s are rending. Oh, that's what you want to see?
Yeah, oh hello.
That's more like it.
A couple of saucy rendings.
So you've got 1 single 3+ armor save, please.
No. That, so it's down to 1.
And all you need is 4 5+.
Yeah, watch this. Oh,
so close.
He's gone.
He's dead. And then he detonates something.
I'm going to go up like a bonfire here. So because I'm going up, we rolled a 5 for the explosion.
Oh my god.
It's pretty rank. I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be amazing.
Strength 8 hits are going around like
1, 2, 3.
like a virus spreading amongst my machines.
Oh, word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys and the discipline master.
Okay.
The Armiger, the knight, and some of my guys too.
You
Everyone gets a strength 8 hit.
Strength 8 hits all around.
Oh,
so you
love
can
it.
roll.
That's very kind. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's for your normal guys. It's 2s to wound. So 3 somehow just shrugged it off. 5 guys, and that's 5 normal armor saves. I think it's 5+. I think it's their t-shirts.
Yeah, they've
they're
got
saving.
5+ saves.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So,
One guy.
I need a 6 for my medic. No.
No. And then the discipline. So 1 guy dead, and then the discipline master. 2+ to wound him. It's a wound, and it's his normal armor save, which I assume is the same. Is it 5+?
Yeah, 5+.
Unbelievable!
So I lose 1 fella there.
1 single guy. Fantastic.
My guardsmen have never lived so long. Long live the militia.
The other Armiger is 3+ to wound that. It's a wound, and it gets its normal 3+ armor save. It saves it. It loves it.
I'm doing all right.
You're doing very well, actually, from that. The knight gets against its armor of 12, I believe.
It'd be side armor, yeah.
So it's a 4 to glance. It's a penetrating hit, and you've got your armor save first of all, so you've got your 5+. No, it's a penetrating hit. And it's so it ignores.
So I ignore that, so it just
ignores
takes off a whole
just
point.
another whole point.
It's down to 4 wounds.
Okay, and then I've got to have a few guys hit as well here, so it's going to be 1.
3 of them.
That guy's definitely hit. Yeah, so the sergeant and 2 normal guys. So 2 normal guys first of all, 2s to wound them, both wound and 2 normal armor saves of 3+. And I do have an apothecary in that, so 5+. No, 1 dead, and then the sergeant 2+ to wound him. It wounds and a 2+ save. Come on, not another artificer armor. There we go.
It was close.
It was close. So 1 single guy blown up there, and my Leviathan as well. Sorry, last
right.
thing. It's a strength 8 against a toughness of 8, so 4 to wound the Leviathan. It wounds, and he's got a 2+ armor save. He's fine.
Okay.
So 1 guy dead, and yeah, your
This guy up here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that guy.
Yeah.
Definitely wounds.
Honest Bill, that's what they call me. T-shirt save.
No. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Shrapnel bolters coming in now, and they're being aimed at the Armiger there.
I'm looking at 3+ to hit for the Armiger here. So 3+ to hit. Re-rolling. I did not remember that. Re-rolling, because they're shrapnel bolters with Hammer of Olympia, they get to re-roll 1s. So those 1s I can re-roll, which is useful, because I might plink off a few wounds here.
You never know.
Exactly. Get rid of the 2s, because we don't want the 2s. No one cares about 2s. And lots more hits. That's very good.
Yeah, you've done well.
Yeah, that's solid. So that's about 18 hits. It's strength 4 against a toughness of 7, so it's only 6s to wound, but you never know. Might get somewhere with it.
6s.
6s coming in
wound.
hot. Not
a single.
Is that? What's that?
That's a 6.
Is that a Warzone Warlock 6? The one dice that
treat yourself to a 6, Nick. There you are.
And that is your normal armor save of 3+. Yay!
Takes a
One
wound.
bolter finally did something.
Takes a wound. I'm going to return fire against those infantry with my, what do they call them? Phaeton autocannons.
You did declare that when we started.
We did, indeed. So here we go. I'm hitting on 3s. That's
solid.
4 solid hits there. And these are the Ignis rounds, so that is a strength 7.
Very nice.
So 2s to wound.
Yep, and 6 is a rending as well. Which it actually doesn't matter because they're AP3, I think. So is that right?
Yes, they're AP3.
So 2s to wound. I do apologise. 2s to wound.
2s to wound. Yeah. So that's 4 have gone through.
Right, that's very nice. And it ignores cover, so I can't even take it on the guy who's still left in cover. But I do have my apothecary save, so 4 5+ saves. I get 2 of them, so 2 guys killed.
I consider that a good payback.
Not a bad
because
start.
I might get finished off in a minute. Also firing the Armiger's melter gun on the top, so 1 shot hits with a 4.
2+ to wound.
Wounds.
And it's a 5+ from the apothecary. It's a 2, so no, another one.
Kill another guy.
Melted.
Yeah, so that's what, 3 dudes from return fire. I'll take that.
In response, the Leviathan is going to fire all of its melter rounds into the Armiger, which has had 1 wound taken
melter
off.
lance.
Yeah, very nice, and the melter gun inside its little hand.
Oh.
It does have 2 heavy flamers as well. I will check to see in a second if they're actually. Maybe I can flame you to death. Maybe that'll be the finishing touch.
That would be nice and toasty.
So the melter guns, first of all, it's 2 pluses to hit. I'm just rolling it all together because they're all doesn't make a slightest difference.
You.
No, that's very kind of you. It's strength 8 against toughness 7, I think.
Yes.
So it's 3s to wound. Oh, not good roll.
Oh, mate.
Only 1 wound goes through. So it's AP 1. So it's just your 5+ invulnerable save, please. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So I've just tested your dice. They do roll well.
Turns out
It's all in the wrist.
that's what I heard. Right. So next thing I'm going to fire is going to be the Typhon.
Oh yeah, I forgot you've got that.
Yeah, funny enough. And the Typhon is also going to fire. It's going to fire at your Armiger with the hope that the pipe plate might go all over your infantry as well.
Yeah,
Like
and the subsequent
you.
explosion will do that as well. We're placing that on the Armiger there, and you're going to do a load of dudes, at least the front row of 4.
That's the idea, at least. So we roll for a little bit of cheeky scatter and 2d6.
We love a bit of scat.
Oh, we
Scatter. Scatter. I said scatter.
This is YouTube, Bill. We're supposed to be PG, right?
There are dozens of you watching.
Oh my word!
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's all over the infantry.
12 inches.
No, hang on. Reduced by 4 because of my ballistic skill, so it goes 8 inches.
I think you're just going to smoke my warlord. Right, come round and measure that, because look at the arrow.
How can you measure 8 inches, Bill?
I don't know, I have to lay it out 3 or 4 times.
From there. Oh my god, it lands on Flashheart! And all the guys!
Yeah, it's on all my good stuff.
How many people is it landing on?
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 guys, including my warlord.
That's amazing. Is it only him who's... And is the apothecary one of them?
No, he's just outside.
He was just outside, so it's normal guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6...
Oh no, he would be. Sorry, no, he would be.
7, 8, 9, 10 normal guys. The apothecary and Flashheart. So we'll do the apothecary and Flashheart separately in a second.
So it's ba-doom. Oh no!
Oh no!
The Armiger gracefully stepped out sideways and
let the shell sail past into the infantry.
What the cinnamon toast F? And they're going to get nailed now.
So this is the normal guys. We'll do Flashheart and the apothecary after.
Flashheart.
2 pluses to wound. This is not looking good.
So,
for the
that looks
infantry.
like I'm wounded.
Things aren't looking good. It's all wounds. And each of the, I'm not going to lie to you, Bill, each one of these is 4 saves and you've got to roll them all separately.
Do you know what? We'll do it off camera. As a result of the explosion, I've lost 9 dudes. I did save 1.
Unbelievably,
Yeah,
one guy rolled 4 5+ saves to save him.
So now it's to work out if Flashheart and the apothecary are dead.
This is very important stuff. So Flashheart is the Warzone Morlock specific dice.
Yes.
2+ to wound the apothecary and Flashheart, all both wounded.
Yeah.
And each one has got to make 4 saves.
So
I'm not going to lie.
Right, Flashheart gets a 4+ save.
He does. However, each one of these is brutal 4.
So
And they're instant because it's strength 12.
oh no!
I think Flashheart's dead.
Flashheart.
Insert meme here.
So you get a point for Warlord.
I do.
Oh no!
That was a magnificent miss.
What are the? Yeah, you don't
What a
know it.
magnificent miss.
Couldn't have planned it any better.
2 las cannons as well.
At the armature.
At the armature, which so gracefully stepped aside before.
Yeah.
3s to hit. Strength 9 against toughness 7, so 2s to wound. Both wound. And it's just your 5+ invulnerable
Ionic.
saves, please.
Both
saved.
Saved them.
That armature is laughing in the face of all of this.
He's doing well.
It hasn't been touched by the melters or by a typhon.
No, I'm doing well.
That's super.
Up to shoot is going to be the autocannon heavy support squad over in the corner.
Yes,
You're
indeed.
targeting the armature again. Look, you know, it's starting to feel a bit personal on this side. But they've got the range, and
They have the range.
and they've got the skills and the technology to get it done. We have the technology.
They're just continuing that theme of aiming at vehicles at the moment. So they are Iron Havocs. They're 2+ to hit.
That's a lot of hits.
That's pretty good. That's 17 hits. Strength 7, which goes up to strength 8 against vehicles. So therefore it is against toughness 7, so it's 3 pluses to wound with all of these. And 6s, importantly, are rending. So, which is going to matter against you. So it did so well, your armature, against all the other shots, but it might be in trouble here. So what did I say? 3+ to wound, I think.
Yeah.
So get rid of all those. So these are 3+ arm saves. These are 5+.
Right, let's do these first so they feel more legit. Oh no.
3 go through.
3, so I'm down to 2 wounds.
So you definitely need to save most of these.
And these are 5+ required. Oh no!
Oh Lord! Another explosion!
Here we go again. Here we go again.
So we have an impressive 6-inch explosion radius from that last armature. So all of these guys here, and one of my guys in the front of the command squad are going to take a hit. So we'll do my guy first. It's 2+ to wound. It wounds, and he's got his artificer armor 2+. He's fine. And how many guys have you got there? You've got.
I've got
5
6.
normal guys.
5 normal and the discipline master.
5 normal guys, 2+ to wound. 4 wounds. That's their normal t-shirt saves, please.
Oh,
2 of them are loving it.
2 live, 2 die.
And 1 save, please, for the other guy. Nope. 2 normal
He's
guys,
dead.
discipline master are dead.
And
There's got to be some leadership tests, can't there?
yeah,
Gotta be.
well, the discipline master's gone as well, so terrible day at the office for those guys.
Things aren't looking good on
And
that
the
front.
armature's removed.
Yes, indeed, the armature is gone.
I've got to take it on the damage to the knight,
Oh, the knight as well. That's quite right. Yeah, I think is it front armor 12 as well?
Be side armor, I think.
I think that was the front. To be fair, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think that's front. So, did we say blast always taken? No, blast are taken on the side that they
That's
should
what I
hit.
thought, yeah.
So I think it's 12 at the front as well.
Yeah.
So it's a 4 to glance. No, knight loves
Hey!
it. The knight loves it.
That's that.
That's that.
Good
that's
shooting.
everything. That's the autocannons have done me proud. Actually, everything I think at this point has shot. So it's now down to any charges, and there will be some charges.
Oh,
Let me
God.
tell you right now, Bill.
Letting check for the dudes. They failed miserably.
So that squad is this? Are these guys part of that squad? Or are
No,
they-
they're part of this squad, so
That
they,
is also-
they were
that
wrapped around the
squad is-
rear access point.
So that squad's pinned for the time being.
Good. In the fight phase or the charge phase, the dreadnought here is going to charge into the Lehman Russ.
Absolutely. So we're going to
Roll
roll
Overwatch.
a 6-inch. So we'll make it.
I
Would
can't
you-
Overwatch with
that's-
my cannons, can I?
You can-
It's
no,
so
not with
defensive,
that.
Yeah. I can't evade either. Like, I can't reverse.
Get right in you.
That's what you like.
Yeah, you know you love it.
That's what you like, isn't it?
And the Leviathan. Do I risk charging your massive knight? It's probably a terrible idea because you will definitely Overwatch me. It's a 10-inch charge.
I'm going to Overwatch.
That's if I declare it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to leave that one for now.
Coward! The combat over here has done absolutely nothing, but
Surprisingly.
I'm jammed in that window over there. Is that the end of your turn?
Pretty much. I think you're going to have to take a morale check for these guys. They are pinned already. I think you still have to take a leadership test regardless. I think you can still flee.
5, 6, 7. They fail. I believe.
Yes, with no discipline master. They run. So how far do you run, Bill?
That's-
2d6?
They're fleeing for the hills 6 inches backwards. So my boys are running away over there, but because the objective has been scored at the end of Nick's turn, scoring the point.
Yes, by my command squad.
We now scatter the objective. Where does it go?
Hopefully not underneath the crawler again. Oh my god, it's right in the middle of your unit!
It's 12 inches towards me.
No! Come back!
Fate has dealt you a vicious blow. Hang on, we've got to dig the objective out.
It will land directly underneath this troop. That is ridiculous,
Well,
right?
That's
I should have tried to pin them because they're not pinned, so they will be able to hold that objective. So you are holding it immediately. So if you want to move your objective marker directly underneath, which is very conveniently up in the air.
Yeah, nice. There we go.
Smooth.
Here is my knight has moved up just a little bit here, so we can ground and pound the command squad over there. These guys are conveniently in cover and underneath the objective, which got moved under my very
unbelievable
feet. These guys, obviously with the militia rule, not rallying and all the rest of it, they're going to run off the board at the end of the turn.
For anyone who doesn't know the militia rules, because they are magnificent, any unit that goes under half strength and fails a leadership test can never rally.
Because we are human scumbags running for their lives. On this side, these guys have pushed forward to try and provide a meaty roadblock for, I'm sure, what the Iron Warriors will make short work of them.
And in response, my movement reaction was to move directly towards them.
Yes, that's right. So you've done a movement reaction. This Lehman Russ is tied down by the Contemptor.
It can pull out of combat. They can all move now. That one is no longer.
Oh yeah, so that can come to there.
And that one can now back out of
combat.
combat.
That can come to there, but can it not fire?
It can still. I think as a vehicle, I think it can still fire. I'll double check.
Well, either way, I'll look to do some ground and pound there. That's a wreck, so don't ignore that. And that's it. So we're going to get straight onto some shooting. These guys are sorry. I should say these guys have stayed still as well because they've got a plethora of targets. First up to shoot is going to be the Medusas, and I'm going for Warlord, so I'm going to try and pound this command squad into dust.
Oh no!
So here we go. It's
and there's no minusing because all of these are indirect fire, so that's 7
scatters.
inches this direction. So I think you're going to probably miss them. However, you will end up.
I think I'm going to hit your Dreadnought.
I think you'll hit my Typhon, the Land Raider rather.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, one on the Land Raider.
So that takes a strength 9 hit.
Well, let's do them all in a second. Okay. So let's see where everything lands, and
so
we'll do the whole lot. So one hit on the.
It's 6 inches that way into nothing.
Did you?
And the third one, it's
3 inches that way. Oh, that might do it.
Yeah.
So that one will still hit 4 of them, including the boss.
Okay.
Yeah. So one hit on the Land Raider, and then most.
So the Land Raider takes a strength 9 hit. So
if you roll the dice, I believe it's 14, pretty much all right. No, that's fine. Doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So then there's 3 command squad guys hit, and the Praetor. So we'll do him separately.
Okay, I'll do him with he's the white dice.
BothaDeez! BothaDeez!
BothaDeez survives.
And so does that one as well. So one guy doesn't get hurt.
Yeah. So 2 take
2
strength
wounds.
9 hit.
And Medusa Mortar is AP4, so it'll be normal thing for them. So because it's rending 6+, so you wouldn't have got it. So 2+ saves, they're fine.
Cool.
So
okay, moving on. Cracking on with the Lehman Russes now. So coaxial autocannon on the lead tank hits with both. This is against the command squad.
Yes,
I should say.
indeed.
Wounding on 2s.
Yes. And then
is it rending?
Yes, it is on that. It's so one of them is down to only his shield, which is a 6+.
Oh!
And the other one's a 2+ save on his armour. It's fine.
Oh,
he loves it.
Pot.
He loves it.
Okay, now the 2 Vanquisher shots. Re-rolling the 1, so that's 2 hits.
2+ to wound.
2's to wound, so it's 1 wound.
And I think we said it was. I don't think it's. Did we say it was rending?
It's AP. I can't remember.
It's
now.
AP2, so it doesn't matter. It goes straight through his artificer armour. So it's just going to be his shield, combat shield. So 6+, no, and no. So I think that's no. They've got 2 wounds each, but due to the strength, I think that's 2 dead.
It's just had to clear up and check of the rules. So yeah,
Yes,
it's brutal 2.
So that's 1 silver eye. Yeah.
And the last cannon now hits
2 to wound.
2.
It's a wound.
2 achieved.
Oh, this is not looking good so far. Once again, these combat shields are not doing much at the moment. No! Another one dead.
Freem. Okay, the next Lehman Russ will be this one here, targeting the same squad. So again, here we go. Coaxial hits with 1.
2 to wound. That's
2
fine.
to wound,
2,
just achieved.
2 plus armor save. He's fine.
Oh, nice. Okay, so the 2 Vanquisher shots coming in hot. Re-rolling that one. So 2 hits.
This is not good.
2 wounds.
And I've got 2, once again, goes clean through their armour, so it's just on, and each of them is a brutal 2. So I need
Indeed.
2 6s. 1.
Oh, heard that.
Oh, so close. That's the command squad wiped.
Chow chow.
Chow chow.
And now the Warlord is free to be shot with the last cannon. Now 2 hits.
It's only 1 shot for the last cannon.
Oh, of course it is. Well, I'll take 1 then.
Oh yeah, will you
Come on,
now?
that old chestnut. Wounds, and he will take last cannon.
Now, this is very worrying because it's a 4+ invulnerable save, but being it's double his toughness. Oh, he loves it. He loves it.
Oh, but I've got 1 last Lehman Russ to go. So
well, can't you leave him be?
no,
He's
I cannot.
fine.
I'm sorry. Coaxials.
Both miss!
No!
Yes!
That's bad news.
No
so the
re-rolling,
Vanquisher
no
shots didn't. Oh, we got 1.
1 hits.
1's all you need, baby. Does it wound? It wounds.
Oh. 2
Come on.
4+ invulnerable saves. He makes it!
Scum.
Both of these!
Scum.
Go on, son.
The last cannon hits with a 3.
This is very exciting stuff. It doesn't hit with a 3, it misses with a 3.
Oh, of course it does. Oh,
Misses
no.
sunshine.
Oh, no.
Command squad white, but both of these remain.
Both of these. Okay. It's going to have to be my knight. I've got to put everything into the Warlord. Fire everything at the Warlord. Avenger Gatling Cannon hitting on 2s. Oh, a couple of 1s. Nothing to cry about.
Strength 6, I think, is against toughness 4, so 2s to wound.
No, a lot of 1s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are any
5,
of those
and then you're
rending?
going to roll the next 12 as well. I'll add the whole lot together. He's got 2 Avenger
Did it have
Gatling
rending on the Avenger Gatling Cannon?
Cannon. It did. 6+. You're absolutely right.
Yes, so that's
So
3 of
that's
them.
3. So I've got 3 rending hits and 2 normal saves so far.
Okay. And 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12.
This is not looking good.
For the other one.
2s
Good.
to hit.
Yeah, and then
2s to wound with rending once again. Oh no.
so another 2 rendings, and everything else has gone through as well.
How many others?
So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 normals.
Just from that one as well.
Yeah. So that's
Oh, wow.
all 24 fired.
I think we're safely going to say things aren't looking good for both
So
of these.
what do you need?
Both of these needs a lot of saves. So basically, these are 4+ saves. So these are the 2+ saves on his normal armour.
Yeah.
So
Let's drag this out.
he's already lost 2 wounds. I think he may only have 3 wounds total. So all I need is all of these to be 4+. Both of these.
Both of these nuts. You are gone.
Yeah.
So at last, I gained the Warlord point. Finally.
You do indeed. Smart
I consider
work.
that good firing.
That's
Right.
good. Solid work.
More firing going on over here. Over here, this squad put down a halo of useless fire into the Iron Warriors here. I killed 1, which is unheard of. But now I'm going to be receiving some returning fire from Shemdog's hail of death. Are you gathering the dice in your head?
Yeah, I mean, in my head, in my hands, whatever. But I mean, this is. I have got the Bitter Fury advanced reaction I could use, but there's just no point at this stage.
Yeah.
So this is just the dice for returning firing with rapid fire shrapnel bolters with the Rite of War, Hammer of Olympia. 3s to hit.
Rank.
Re-rolling 1s because, of course, they have that rule as the Hammer of Olympia.
Rolling to wound.
This many rolls to wound.
Be
Should
toughness
be-
4s.
Yeah, 4s to wound. Still not looking good for you, but
it's not looking great.
Lots of wounds, but not as many as I'd hoped.
So this many have gone through.
I don't. Do you have a? Do you have? You
Oh,
have
what's
a medic?
the AP? I have a medic, so it's going to be 6+ saves, isn't it?
I believe yes. I think it'll be 6+ saves because I think AP is 5, which will still go through your t-shirts. So he saves 3.
That's not enough, I don't think.
Probably
How many?
not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's the unit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Who's left? The discipline master.
I might keep the medic alive because he might he might be able to fix himself.
That's true.
The lonely medic passes his leadership test, but to what end? A grisly one. So these tanks put all of their fire into the squad here, taking out another
6 people.
Another
not,
6
not
Marines.
As good as hope. As
no,
hoped, but
we whiffed a lot on the guns, but it's the priority targeting in case because they align, aren't they?
They are indeed.
In case it swings your way. So that's the end of my firing, and I've got nothing I want to charge because, do you know what? My brave medic's going to have a crack at it.
Oh my god.
Charge!
This is unnecessary.
It's a double one.
But I'm going to Overwatch.
You're going to smoke him in, smoke him in Overwatch. Do you know what? Pew, pew, pew.
Do you know what?
You've done
It's
him.
something like, it was honestly going to be 44 shots coming in. Or no, not that many because a lot of them are dead, but it was a lot of shots. I think
It's
he was dead.
inefficient to record that. So the medic, he died a hero. He didn't save any of his men.
What a legend.
And then he charged and failed, tripped over, and then he got shot to death. So at the end of my turn 2, I score 1 victory point for Slay the Warlord.
And 2 victory points for that, putting you at 6 points to 4 to me at the end of turn 2.
Because I got the objective
Yes,
as
indeed,
well.
because you had that objective.
So what's the score?
6 points to you to 4 to me, and then we must immediately scatter the objective.
Oh la la, should we do
If
that now?
it goes back behind you...
Shall I do the honours? Is it
I'd
one
be
dice or 2
treated.
dice?
D6 plus 6, please. So 1d6. I may not be able to bring this game back.
It's gone diagonally this way.
Because that way is almost impossible for me to reach.
So that's
It's going to go directly into that cover, please.
into here?
Into the just inside it.
There?
That's exactly it. Oh Lord!
But those boys better get a lick on over there. Oh, these guys have run off the board, by the way. Flee! Flee for your lives! Listen to Denethor. My Warriors movement phase turn 3.
Still continuing the relentless advance.
So these guys have advanced.
Have run.
They've
They're
ran,
still not
sorry.
next to the objective, but they're as close as they're going to
They're
get.
just
at this
shy
point.
of it. Hopefully it disappears from under your feet. The Dreadnought's pushed around a little bit closer to try and smash up my knight, presumably.
That's pretty much the idea.
The Land Raider here is pushed around. It couldn't quite make it enough to come around and shoot my knight, so it's going to aim presumably at my Leman Russes here.
Possibly one.
Oh yeah, sorry,
there.
that one can split fire. That.
And before it got there, it released the
Breaches.
The breaches. Thank you very much. You of course can't run, being heavy troops, but they did come out the 3 inches initially from the front ramp, and then they made it as far as this. So I'm going to see if there's any chance of a charge. I'm going to give that a go in a minute. The Dreadnought has come up to try and challenge the your
My Ogrins are still in there.
The
believe it
Ogrins
or
are
not.
definitely there, and so are all my autocannon guys looking ahead. And
yes.
the Typhons just moved just to try and get a little bit closer to get a better angle on the Knight as well. And that's pretty much it. The Vindicator's moved off to one side to try and keep itself out of range of out of the sight of the Leman Russes while it fires at your Knight. Basically, the Knight needs to die, is what we're basically saying in this turn, because that thing, unfortunately, is a massive objective blocker, and you are hosing down my men in not the way that I would usually imagine you to do so. So,
Nice.
okay.
Shooting phase, let's go.
Shooting phase.
Where are we going to go first?
First things first, because obviously you have one reaction in your shooting phase, so I have to be careful what I shoot first. I'm going to fire the Land Raider. It's going to fire one las cannon at this Leman Russ, the other las cannon into your Knight. So the las cannon at the Leman Russ is 2 shots, not re-rolling, so 3s to hit. Excellent. The second las cannon into the Knight, 3 pluses to hit. Excellent. Excellent. 1s and 2s all round. So that Land Raider has absolutely failed.
Do I return fire with any of that? Nah.
Okay.
Well, I've got. There's nothing else that will be able to return fire, so I'll return fire with the Vanquisher.
Well, I did just shoot with that. That's what I just shot. So so you may return fire with that if you want.
But I
you
would have a choice of that or that, wouldn't I?
You can return fire with the Knight. It's not.
Yeah, but the rate of fire, I need the high-powered Vanquisher.
Yeah, to be fair, that's probably a better choice.
So I'll returning fire with the Vanquisher. So
Coaxials?
for 1 hit.
All that matters is they hit. I don't. Oh no, because you've got rending. You could possibly.
It didn't. So the 2 Vanquisher shots going in. Re-rolling that one.
Can you re-roll? I thought you missed with the.
One Vanquisher hit.
One autocannon.
So 1 autocannon hit. Yeah.
You can actually have a chance with the autocannon if you'd like to.
I rolled it. It didn't work.
Okay.
I rolled it. Yeah.
Oh, you rolled already.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that is 2 hits with the Vanquishers.
Very nice. And that's hang on. So strength
9
up to
10, 11, 12. It's
you
not
need
enough.
14. No, not enough.
Not enough.
Unfortunately.
Worth a crack.
Las cannon.
Last cannon.
Misses.
Does not hit. Treat yourself.
I'll treat myself. Why the devil not? Okay, so if we do the Vindicator first of all into your Knight.
No.
Into your Knight. It's 3s to hit, re-rolling because it's twin linked. All hit. It's strength 9, which goes up to strength 10 because they're Iron Warriors against a vehicle.
Side armour will be 12.
12, so I only need a 2 to glance, 3s to penetrate.
Oh, just the one.
Just the one. That's awful. Right, it's just one. And I didn't get extra shock either. So 1 penetrating hit. However, it is a strength 1 weapon. So whatever I roll can be a little bit more devastating. 5. That takes up to a 7. So that should be vehicle destroyed. Explodes, in fact. However, being a knight, it just takes an additional D3 wound. Now, it's only got 4 wounds left. So it's suffered 1 wound. If I roll a 5 or 6, it's destroyed. Oh, so close. So it's down to 2 wounds. The Leviathan is going to empty all of its melter weapons into there. I don't think they want to bother with the heavy flamers. I'm not sure they're going to do an awful lot at this point, but I'm definitely going to try with. Oh, they could finish it off. They could finish it off. Yeah. So 5 melter shots at close range, which matters. So 2s to hit, 1 single miss. That's 4 hits. Now each of these, of course, is rolls 2 dice for armor penetration because it's a strength 8 weapon, going up to strength 9, being Iron Warriors. So that's oh my word! That's a 1 glancing. So it's definitely lost a wound. That's definitely penetrating. Yeah. So basically, they're definitely penetrating, and penetrating. Now, I think basically. Oh, you've got. I'm so sorry.
Invulnerable saves.
I'm completely forgetting your invulnerable saves. So in fact, from the last, you lost 2 wounds.
I lost 2, so it's 2 invulnerable saves.
2 invulnerable saves from that. Yep.
I get 1 back.
You get 1. So that was
so
my mistake.
3 wounds remaining.
That was from the extra shot from that. Yep. So actually 3 wounds remaining. That was 3 penetrating hits and 1 glancing hit, I believe there. So glancing hit. So it's definitely the glancing hit. Please, if you could roll for the save for that. 5+. No,
it's not enough.
So it's definitely down to 1 wound. And no, there's going to be definitely 3 penetrating hits. So it's not going to make any difference. It is definitely going to explode because it automatically exploded. I remember reading it has some ridiculous rule when it blows up as well. We're going to have to find those.
Yeah, stand by. This is going to explode now. 6 plus D6 range on the explosion of the night.
Oh, wow. Sweet Moses! 11-inch range.
Kill everything.
And it's a strength 7 plus D3. That's so strength 8 hit with an AP of 4 against every model. Oh my word!
So
mate,
my men are
your guys are in.
We're in trouble.
That whole squad.
Everyone.
My whole squad. The
Land Raider. Everything.
These guys. Yeah. At least one.
Okay.
Nearly all of them. This is going to be carnage.
Sweet. Okay. Let's start with your guys just for.
Oh yeah, just for fun. Why not?
Because I want to see some Iron Warriors die. So do the breaches
1,
first.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them were hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll roll the sergeant separate in a second because he's got artificer armour. So it's strength 8 hits, so 2s to wound, 7 wounds, and it's their normal 3+ armour save, and there is an apothecary, fortunately. Oh, to be fair, only 1 loss, 1 dead. 1 single breacher makes it.
That's alright.
That's not too shabby. And then the sergeant, 2+ to wound, wounds, 2+ artificer armour, he saves it, he loves it. On the other side, how many marines have I got?
2, 4, 6, 8.
8 guys, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do the sergeant separately. 2s to wound, 6 wounds, and 3+ armour save with an apothecary, fortunately. 2 apothecary saves, 2 dead on that side.
Take them for the fun.
Yeah! And we've got, and then the sergeant is 2 to wound. Doesn't wound.
Cool.
This game has been mostly around what vehicles blew up who.
It's so cool. So cool. So the Leviathan.
The Leviathan takes a strength 8 hit, so it's a 4+ to wound him. It wounds, 2+ armour save. He saves it.
Okay, now for my militia to be swept off the board. 1 man survives. 1 sergeant. And gaining 2 victory points for you for the secondary objectives of the Beta Gamma missions. Is that right?
Yes, indeed. Slay a giant killer.
Nice. Is that 2? Why is it 2?
Because it's because
right.
it's a super heavy knight or something else. So that's pretty good. This
Typhon's shooting next.
Well, the Typhon has lost what it was aiming at, but instead it's going to fire 1 single las cannon over at this your lead tank here. So it's a 3+ to hit. It hits. It's a strength 9 up to strength 10 against your frontal armour. So it's a 4 needed to glance or a 5 to penetrate. Hey, penetrating hit, and it's +1 on the damage table. Wrecked.
Oh no.
Oh, it's really jammed the entrance to that little area.
Yeah. We're starting to. Goodbye, noble Lehman Russ.
Can we flip that thing over? Yes.
We hardly knew ye.
Okay, anything else?
The Kira's Assault, yes, basically I'm going to try and wipe out your Ogre.
Alright, we'll catch up with that in a minute.
Hang on, ceremonially from up here.
The Iron Warriors are making trophies of my Ogrins who have been wiped out in a hail of fire from the Contemptor and the autocannons.
That's a lot of dead
They
Ogrins.
are all dead, but they've played absolutely no part in this game, so it doesn't really matter.
I still think they are the coolest models
They're cool
on this board.
but I just don't know how to use them properly yet, so...
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
These guys are going to try and charge your one lonely guardsman over there. I don't know what charge range I need.
Overwatch? No.
I mean, it's a 9. I need a 9 to be able to get to him. Oh, just for a moment I wanted to believe.
But you'd
no.
have a surge move, wouldn't
I
you?
do indeed, so I get to move 3 inches forward. How do I measure 3 inches, Bill?
Oh, I've never heard 3 inches.
That's the dream, isn't it?
Morale check. Oh, he's passed
the
it.
bravest little guardsman that there ever was.
Brave Sir Alan. Militia turned 3. I have ran my last man, brave Sir Alan, who ran across the gap there to get onto the objective, but the Iron Warriors instantly made a movement reaction towards my enemy, towards their enemies, and we are now in contention for this objective, which is worth 3 points. So this whole game boils down to whether I can kill this squad here.
That's going to basically decide the game.
Yeah.
Because after this, if you can hold that objective, I cannot gain enough. We are currently at 6-6 after my turn. If you get those 9, then no points I get back will let me win.
Indeed.
So this is the end of this is a game ending on turn 3.
So movement-wise, I've moved that tank into firing range of those guys there. These 2 tanks have also come round and will be firing at them.
This is completely unnecessary.
This tank has come to fire at them. This one couldn't go forward. I'm just wondering if I can pull him back to here and shoot through the building because
Definitely.
So he'll just come to there with extreme prejudice and look to put some rounds down. So it's all going to boil down to that. And if I can't have my way, I'm just going to bomb them into hell and kill my own guy, guaranteed. And that'll be how it ends, which will be funny.
I love it.
Okay, so straight into shooting. I'm going to go with this one. So coaxials, 1 hit, doesn't wound. Vanquishers, 1 hit, re-rolling, 2 hits, 2s to wound, 1 wound.
And it's brutal, and they do have an apothecary, so it's just the only apothecary save is all I've got because I can't use in the artificer armor. Doesn't make a difference now. One's dead.
One's dead.
So please take one. I really, at this point, does not matter.
No, we'll take him.
Not the Vexilla, I should have said.
Oh, shut up.
Why did I not make this clearer?
The last cannon misses. This one, the coaxial autocannon, for 2 hits.
2s to wound.
That's a 1. So 1's gone through.
It's a normal 2. Take it on the sergeant, 2+, and I'm very glad I did with the artificer armor.
Nice.
Vanquisher.
The Vanquisher cannons.
Get to reroll.
Rerolls that for 1. Just about wounds.
Just about, and it's 2. It's because it's brutal 2 again. So apothecary save only. No, another one's dead. You're gonna kill me in absolutely by degrees, so. Aren't you?
And the last cannon misses. Standard. Over here, coaxial, 2 misses. Vanquisher, 2 hits. Didn't even need them. One wound. Only 1 wound. Only 1 wound.
2 5+ saves. Nope, it's another one dead. It's going to have to be the Vexilla because I need to keep the 2 who are next to it.
And the last cannon hits, wounds, medic save.
It's going to be, apothecary save, just 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I really could have needed that. Right, okay. This is what it comes down to now. So have you got
I've got this one and this one to fire.
Oh my word.
So we'll do this one next. Coaxial guns.
Hit.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
Both wound. And one of them was rending. So it's on the...
Well, it's autocannon, isn't it? Is it? Oh, no, it's not AP,
rending.
is it?
No, so one's rending, one's not.
So one's a normal save and one's that.
I'm going to take it on the apothecary.
Oh, okay.
And that's the apothecary dead. Because oh no, he gets his own save, doesn't he? He gets so 1 normal armor save of 3+ saves. That's a 6 behind there.
Yeah.
And the other one goes straight through because it's rending. So does he heal himself? He does not. Oh my word! So.
And I've got the last cannon to fire from that tank.
Of course you do.
He hits. He wounds.
And unfortunately, my Artificer armour is not going to hold it. So that is straight through. Oh!
Yes.
I believe that
Yes.
Steve, the loneliest guardsman in the world,
Yes.
he's going to take this home for you.
So I'll just finish up my shooting quickly. Just this tank will now fire into those guys.
Breaches. Just the normal 3+ armour save. One goes through, and it's the Apothecary, which is it saves him. The Apothecary's fine.
Nice.
He loves it.
2 vanquishes. Re-rolling because of the coaxial hit for 2 hits. 2 wounds.
And it's their
Brutal.
5+ in. Oh yes, that's right. And it's their special shield. So 5+ no, and double 5+ no. And then each one has the Apothecary. Double 5+. Oh, it saved him with a double 6. And another one almost. So killed one breacher.
And last cannon misses, as is their wont.
Right.
That's the end of my shooting.
We're basically.
Oh no! Well, I would be grounding and pounding, but are we?
I think the simple fact remains: you have taken that objective.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Hang on. brave Sir Alan. How does it feel, Nick, to look at brave Sir Alan, the last guardsman?
Was Alan not the name of? Oh no, it was Danny. Danny was my Iron
Danny
Warrior.
was, yeah.
Alan is your brave little guardsman, and
So somehow
Alan,
he scored me
unbelievably
3
victory points,
in turn 3.
which is going to put you on 9-6. I have got no scoring unit that's going to be able to get there because even no matter how much it scatters, it's going to be
nothing that could actually score it.
Well,
So
I've got
denial.
the Breacher squad have got a possibility. Let's tell you what. Are you happy to roll?
Scatter it and see
Let's
what
just
happens.
see what happens because I've got to know. Unless it moves this way
Yeah.
to the Breachers.
No. It's going to park itself.
So it's 12 inches.
Yeah, it'll park itself under my Land Raider.
So I can safely say at this
Land
point,
Raider, Lehman
there is
Russo.
absolutely no way of recovering this game.
Is it a victory for the militia?
The militia have taken it from the Iron Warriors completely.
Gloria, and I will defend the planet Earth. I'm so happy.
This is not what I expected. I thought the militia and their tissue armour was going to be easy, but the gunpowder, especially from those Lehman Russes...
The Lehman Russ's industrial stronghold allows you to take 2 extra armour heavy support slots, so I could have an army of Lehman Russes doing that.
That is absolutely fantastic. I thought the militia are such an... I mean, they look awesome, and it's just such a cool army to play against. It's like playing orcs. You can't be angry when the militia beat you. It's like you can't be angry when orcs beat you. Absolute pleasure.
Bully.
Good to be back in the
One
war
second.
zone. Great to be back in the war zone, and you just can't be angry when Bill beats you because he just looks like a living thumb. And you can't be angry at your thumb.
You can't be.
No.
My thumb's done a lot of extra work recently.